64-59. They lose here this afternoon to La Crosse and go to 12-2 on the year, 2-1 in the conference. La Crosse goes to 9-5 and 1-2 in the conference. I don't think Coach Hackett's going to come out here, so I'll tell you what we'll do. That'll wrap up our game broadcast this afternoon as we take one final look at the final score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard on the corner of 2nd and Maria and Stevens Point. They have all of your game day needs. Or stop in at the OT Tavern next door for a little something extra as La Crosse beats Point 64-59. Our next broadcast will be next as UWSP men's team.
For dine-in, carry-out, or delivery, open daily at 11 a.m. Paper City Savings, a proud supporter of our community with locations in Pulver, Wisconsin Rapids, and Nakusa. The Rock and Roll Cafe, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Minnesota and Stanley Street, Stevens Point. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. Cheese Pleasers, the freshest, best-tasting cheese snack products produced in Bancroft. Lee Ayers Jewelers, providing custom-designed jewelry and free custom-design consultations as well as jewelry repair, where dreams are made. Tricor Insurance, Tricor Cares, dedicated to helping their clients, employees, and communities to succeed with offices statewide, including Stevens Point, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. The Final Score Sports Bar and Grill. Watch your favorite teams while you enjoy the daily food and drink specials at the Final Score at 2nd and Maria. Now, out to today's game.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the Quant Fieldhouse UW Stevens Point campus as our Pointer men's basketball team, fresh off a nice win down in Whitewater on Wednesday, set to take on a really, really good Lacrosse Eagles team here this afternoon. I'm Scott Krieger. Great to be with you. Sorry that the women couldn't hold serve here today, but they remain in second place now in the WIAC. And the best that the Pointers can hope is that they can work their way into a tie of the conference lead, but that would take an upset by Oshkosh. The first thing is you have to take care of your own business, and to do that, you will battle a Lacrosse team that has beaten the Pointers 12 straight times. Now, it was kind of reversed until Coach Dernbach went over to Lacrosse. The Pointers had kind of had their way with Lacrosse, not 12 straight wins, but certainly dominating the Eagles through the many years. And then Coach Dern went over to Lacrosse and turned that around, and we are trying to get that flipped back the other way. We'll see if that happens here today. Lacrosse is 10-3 overall, 1-1 in the WIAC. Stevens Point 11-2 overall, 1-1 in the WIAC. The Pointers and the Eagles. We're going to take a minute break. We're coming right back. This is Pointer Men's Basketball, WPCN.
Auto Select is your dependable auto repair and service destination.
course, Whitewater losing to the Pointers on Wednesday. Point really played a good game on Wednesday, that's for sure. And it's going to take that type of effort again here today if they anticipate coming out of here with a win. You just can't give games back. Don't like to put it this way, but that's kind of what our women did. They beat Whitewater and then go on the road and lose to a team that had been struggling. And those are the losses that come back to haunt you and sometimes, I emphasize sometimes, keep you from winning a conference championship. So hopefully that won't be the case. There's a lot of season left, but we certainly want to talk about things that tend to be, fact, and that is that when you lose games the way the women did today, it a lot of times comes back to haunt you. So let's hope again that that is not the case for our women. They'll be able to take care of business if they can finish things up and win a whole bunch of games yet on this season. We're getting ready for our national anthem here. We're going to have a young person's choir out there to do that. We'll take a break and come right back. Pointer Basketball, WPCN.
Attention parents, Scott Glinsky, CEO of Skyward, reaching out to all families with student athletes. Whether you're scoring goals or acing exams, your young champions are...
For the young person's choir. Not sure where they're from. I apologize for that. They did an excellent job singing our national anthem. And somebody had to beat them to the end of the song and scream out encouragement for our basketball team, which is okay, except, let the little guys and gals finish their song. And as the color guard leaves, I guess we're ready to play some basketball here today at the Quant Fieldhouse. It is a final now as UW Stout has knocked off Whitewater once again with a score of 62-61 on the men's side. So, wow, Stout a bit of a surprise right now in the WIAC on the men's side as they notch another win. This league is something else, isn't it? You never know what you're going to get. And with that being said, now is when we need our guys to step up. Last time they were at home against Platteville, didn't come out of the locker room very well and got kind of, if you want to use the term, punched in the face, and I wouldn't say responded all that well. We'll see what happens because Lacrosse is going to try to do the very same kind of thing, and that is punch you in the face. For the Lacrosse Eagles, they will go with a group tonight. That includes 6-foot senior Will Furman from Reedsburg, 6'3" junior Dustin DeRosso from Toma, 6'7" junior J.J. Piter from Neenah, 6'4" sophomore Sam Grieger from Randolph, and 6'1" junior Carter Thomas from Oshkosh West High School. For our pointers, it is going to be the usual cast. 6'5" senior Malik Abdul Wahid from Brookfield Central. 6'5" sophomore Seth Myron from Appleton and Kimberly High School. 6'2" sophomore Josiah Butler from Appleton, Fox Valley Lutheran High School. 6'8" sophomore Cal Crone from Waukesha West, and 6'1" senior Darius Bolden from Glendale Nicolay. The pointers again 11-2 on the year and 1-1 in conference play, and the Eagles 10-3 on the year, also 1-1 in conference play. And on the latest rankings, Lacrosse ranks number 14, UW-Stevens Point ranking number 15. The Pointer women's hockey team lost today to River Falls. I believe River is the number 2 ranked team in the nation. River came into the Willett and beat our Pointer women 5-1 today. Pointer women's basketball loses 64-59. By the way, Pointer men's hockey tonight, and they play 7 o'clock. They are at home this evening, and that will be against Augsburg. Our women's wrestling team with a pair of matches today. If I get any results, I'll pass those along. They should be done by now. They were taking on Lock Haven at 9 o'clock this morning, and Adrian at noon. All right, here we go. It'll be Cal Crone jumping center against Dustin DeRosso. Instead of J.J. Piter, and Cal wins the tip, and we are underway here from the Quant Fieldhouse. It'll go to Malik on the left wing. Circles back out and gives it to Cal. Darius, left side. Malik trying to go baseline, got cut off. Little lean in, goes up, can't hit it. No foul called. And the rebound off to DeRosso. A lot of contact on that shot. If they're going to let him play that way, it'll get brutal. I'll tell you that right now. Out on top, it'll go to Furman. Furman's a really nice point guard. Piter with it. Tried to go inside to Furman, stolen away by Darius Bolden. DB into the front court to the free throw line. Out on top, it'll go to Butler. Josiah goes left to Cal. Right back to Josiah. Be nice to get him started early. Ball tipped away into the corner. It'll go out of bounds back to Lacrosse. Got careless with the basketball. Turnovers are a killer in the game, and you just had one right there. 19:09 to go. Eagles will bring it up. That's Greiger with it, pardon me. Off to Piter, heading to the left wing. Into the corner, it'll go there. Furman against Darius, takes him into the lane, down the lane, kicks to the wing. Down on the baseline, trying to go inside against Myron. Banging his way in there, Furman, and his shot won't go. Rebound. Pointers lose the rebound, and Carter Thomas will score it. Well, they had it and lost it, and that is the problem. So Lacrosse gets the first 2 of the game. Pointers get down deep, have another one blocked away. Here we go again. Furman into the front court. Working against Darius. Right back over Furman. DeRosso sends it left to Carter Thomas. Piter out on top. Hands it there to Grieger. Grieger trying to get by Malik down to the baseline. Gets it inside. Piter goes up, misses it, gets its own rebound. Falls to the floor, lost the handle. They are really letting these guys play rough basketball here to start it off. There was a ton of contact both ways in there. Butler over to Myron. Cal looked at Darius, didn't give it to him. Takes it to the free throw line. Backdoor cut by Butler, goes up and lays it home. Nice job by Josiah coming in with that left hand off the left wing, just like you are supposed to. We are even at 2 here in the opening half. Down deep, blocked shot, and now we're going to get a foul call. It does make you wonder how fouls ever get called, because sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. And the plays look very similar. They're just at one end or another. So going to the free throw line for the first time, and on the way and left it short is Grieger. He is out of Randolph, Wisconsin. Boy, that little town has produced some basketball players, huh? Makes 1 out of the 2, and the Pointers are down 1. Inbound to Darius. Up it will come. Darius against Carter Thomas across the timeline to Crone on the wing. Cal to the top of the circle. Spins by Piter. Layup good with a foul. Nice move by Cal Crone. Pointers with their first lead, and he'll try to make it a 3-point play. Foul on Piter is his first. Nice job by Cal. Took it from about 15 feet, maybe a little inside that. Made his move, spun to his left side as he likes to do. Now misses the free throw, and the Pointers trying to save the rebound, could not. Carter Thomas streaks to the other end, goes up, blocked away by Darius Bolden. Eagles will have it. Got to make free throws, I'll say that. Need to shoot a high percentage. The Pointers coming in at 69.8% of free throws. Inbound, Piter on the left baseline against Cal. Backing him in, kick out top of the circle. Grieger down the left of the lane, tied up, ball stripped away, picked up by Butler. Josiah up to Seth Myron, who had a great game down at Whitewater. Malik with it. Along the lane line, gets it off to Cal. Cal on the left side, a little high dribble, but nothing there. Spin move, left hand, can't get it to go. Really good effort. Rebound Grieger over to the right side. Wide open, 3-ball buried. You cannot leave DeRosso. And you're down by 2 at 6-4. Got to find him. He is one of the great shooters in our conference. Malik Abdul-Wahid in a reach from behind. Kind of a touch foul there on Dustin DeRosso. That'll be his first and the second team foul. So set to come in for the Eagles is Chris Green. They're going to wait and see. What's the call here? I'm trying to figure out what they're calling. We've got a technical foul called on Darius Bolden. Here we go. Bolden got a technical, and Carter Thomas makes the first and gets a second. I thought the foul was called on DeRosso. They didn't call that at all, apparently. That's unbelievable. But here we go. We have good officials. It's just sometimes you have to seriously wonder what it is that they see and don't see. You're down by 4. Inbound, it'll go to Cal Crone. Wanted to go down on the baseline to Myron. Around the horn, Carter Combs for 3. Airmailed that one. Loose ball picked up underneath by Green. He'll bring it up. Off on the wing. Furman deep to the corner. 3-ball off the mark. Butler with a rebound. You got a break there with DeRosso missing. Wow, what a turn of events here. Butler into the front court off to Cal Crone. takes it to the free throw line, down the lane, goes with that left hand, spin move, lays it up and in over Piter. You're down by 2. I'm going to have to figure out how they didn't get the reaching foul. I did call it a touch foul. It would have been. Green off the wing, guarded by Carter off. It'll go to DeRosso. DeRosso slides inside and scores it. Coach wanted a traveling violation and didn't get it. Carter having a little trouble against Green into the front court. Stops and wings it over to Cal Crone. Back over to Carter. Stevens Point down 4 once again. Seth Myron picks up the dribble, and off on the wing it'll go to Crone. La Crosse really pushing the pointers out away, and Cal tried to go inside, tried to stop, and ends up traveling with the basketball. This isn't the start you want, even though you're down by 4. Things seem to be not going your way. Timeout, media timeout. 15:05 to go. Let's take the 1-minute break. We're coming back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. .05 to go in the opening half, and La Crosse with a 4-point lead and the basketball. Green brings it up here for the Eagles. Sends it across the way. Thomas. And we get a screening foul. We did. That is going to go on Carter Thomas. His first, second team foul now. Logan Bumgartner into the game for Stevens Point. Off it'll go to Butler. On ahead it'll go to Myron. Logan in the left corner. Malik at the arc, takes it into the lane. A lot of contact, a little up and under for Malik, and he got it to go. His first 2 been good here into the game for the Eagles. He has it right now against Logan. They'll go into the corner, pass it back out. Carter Thomas, left side Green. Down deep into the corner, DeRosso sends it across. Carter Thomas open, 3, that's offline. Rebound Malik. He'll hold it and bring it up himself against Green. Coach screaming, and you had a foul.
You gotta go get the ball.
Our point guards all left, and you don't. Malik can handle the ball, but you have a small guy like Green on him. That is not a good situation. You got fortunate that the officials called a foul on Green, or it would have been a steal and an easy 2. You got to be aware. I mean, it seems easy, but everybody bailed on Malik, and that wasn't a good move. Butler off the Logan at the arc. Near the top of the circle, gets it over. 3 ball on the way, not going to go. Long rebound, tipped around. It'll go, well, it stayed inbounds. And La Crosse is going to get a timeout out of it. Couldn't quite get the handle. Eagles did. They get a quick 30-second timeout with 13:53 to go. I thought for a minute it was going to get out of bounds right by the Eagle bench, but managed to catch up with it beforehand. Partners Pub and Grill in Stevens Point, your pre-gaming headquarters since 1977. Taste the tradition. Stanley Street in Stevens Point. 10-8. La Crosse, 13:53 to go. Wednesday, the men are on the road at River Falls. The women will be at home. That's going to be a huge game now for the women. You do stub your toe, and the women did that today. And then you got to bounce back. And they'll need to bounce back against a River Falls team that will be hungry again. If you want to win a championship, Wednesday is a huge game for our women. All right, here come the Eagles up the floor. Into the front court, Green. Takes it against Josiah, down to the baseline, a little lean in, throws it off the glass, no. Myron high for the rebound. They'll let Seth bring it up. He will cross the line against Torin Hanna. Gives it up. Carter over to Seth. Myron going baseline, gets in deep. He's got a smaller man on him. He'll score with ease. Well, Myron realizing he had a smaller man, and the Pointers come back to tie it at 10 right now. Quickly up it'll go on the right wing, Hanna. Back to Rosa, wants a three, left it short, rebound Malik. Malik to Carter. He'll bring it up the right sideline with contact. Again, no whistle. They're going to let these guys play a little bit, so you got to play through some of this contact. Easy for me to say, but that's going to be the fact here tonight. Butler, Seth. Butler on the baseline, lifts the jumper off the rim, no. High for the rebound that time was Julian Hodges. Hodges gets by Carter down to the baseline, and then he traveled with the basketball. He didn't like the call, but everybody else in the building did. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. There are a few lacrosse fans in the building right now. 45 to go in the opening half, and we are even. Stevens Point has had a lead at 4-3. That has been it so far. Carter Combs on the floor to Darius, who had that technical early, and those 2 points loom large at the moment. Over to Combs on the right side against Thomas. Off to Malik in the lane. Falls down with the ball, shovels the pass out to Darius. Gets it back to Logan. 13 on the shot clock. Baumgartner down to the baseline. Pin down, kick out. Malik for three. Spins out, no. Rebound, Logan Baumgartner. Throws it back out to Malik. You get a fresh 20. Off it'll go to Carter Combs. Lobs to the baseline to Cal. Tipped away and out of bounds. It'll be off La Crosse. The idea good. The execution, again, not quite what the Pointers would have liked. We're even at 10. 12-12 to go in the opening half. Darius will be the inbounder for Stevens Point. And finally comes into Cal at the arc. Left wing working against Piter. Takes it into the lane. 6 on the shot clock. Wants to go up left hand. Tipped away and out of bounds. It'll be Pointer ball, but only 3 seconds now left on the shot clock. Josiah is going to come back in. Who's going to leave? Carter will here. Carter Combs. You have 3 seconds to get a shot up. Darius Bolden's going to be the inbounder. Watch for Darius maybe to get it back here. And they call an offensive foul on Butler, trying to get some space. Butler with his first and the third. So team fouls even at 3. Josiah trying to get to a spot. They cut him off, and he knocks somebody down, and they said that was a foul. Wing dribble into the lane, kick out. Piter comes into the paint, kick out, 3, buried. Well, Torin Hanna can do that to you. You're down by 3. Couple of missed opportunities to get a lead. Butler will bring it up for Stevens Point. Trailing by 3. Butler on the right wing takes it into the paint, gets in deep. Little bump. I think he traveled. He did. Yep. He leaned and took a little hop, and the baseline official caught that, and I think that was an accurate call. A little struggle right now, 11:32 to go, and we've got a timeout taken here. Eagles lead 13-10. We're coming back in 1 minute. Pointers basketball, WPCN. Sports Bar and Grill on the corner of 2nd and Maria Stevens Point. We have all of your game day needs, or stop at the OT Tavern next door for a little something extra. All right, Eagles will bring it up, leading by 3. And with the basketball right now, Grieger out to Piter, double teamed out top. On the wing, it'll go there to Furman back in. Furman sends it left, deep into the corner. Back with the dribble this time is Grieger. Grieger against Myron, got by him, spins into the lane, turnaround jumper off the mark. Rebound, Cal Crone. You're down by 3. Pointers have had a lead once at 4-3. Had a couple of cracks at extending, didn't do it. Cal starts left, picks up his dribble, looks for some help. Nobody making a cut to help. And finally, Darius in the corner launches the 3. That's short. Tipped by Bumgartner, picked up by Darius into the paint. Shot not available. Myron from out top buries it. We're tied. Well, good job again by Logan to keep that one alive. And then Myron hits the 3. We're even at 13. Grieger off the Piter screen. Gets down the lane and sends it to the corner, surprisingly. Thomas around the left side. DeRosso gets his man in the air, runs on the baseline. Shot won't go. Tipped around. Darius with a rebound. Holden will start it up here into the front court. Left side it'll go. Logan wants 3. That's off the mark. Long rebound into the hands of Furman. Quickly up Grieger with it into the free throw circle. Right side all alone. Hanna 3. In and out. No. Butler with a rebound. So a chance to gain the lead back at 9:57 remaining here. Darius wants 3. Left that short. He's saying he got fouled. Official not agreeing. And it goes straight out of bounds. 9:51 to go in the opening half. Darius certainly thought he was fouled on that one. Official was not very far away, and he didn't agree with that. Malik comes back. And Carter Combs comes back. Grieger will bring it into the front court. The sophomore out of Randolph. Off the high screen from Piter. They left him open for a minute, didn't take it. Left corner, Thomas down on the baseline. Piter in a pushing from behind on Malik. That's his second. So Abdul Wahid gets the foul. Wasn't much there, but he's going to have to sit. In will come Tyshawn T. Johnson. We're even at 13. Tyshawn, some big minutes here now. Going to have to play really tough, and he's going to match up against a good one in C.J. Campbell, who will have about a 2 to 3 inch height advantage. Piter kicks it out. Grieger for 3. Hit it, and fouled by Myron. Well, can't get out of your own way sometimes. You may, and I say maybe, got a questionable call on the baseline, and then foul a 3-point shooter. You're down 3 and most likely 4 because he doesn't miss too often. Pointer team fouls now 5. Free throw bounces around long enough, but it goes in. He has 5 early. 17-13, Stevens Point down. Josiah Butler to Carter Combs and up the floor. Got to get Josiah going earlier in ball games. Cal Crone, left side, gives it to Josiah. Wanted the 3, couldn't get a shot off. All the way out to Myron. His 3, not going to go. And here you go again. Can't buy a basket. Into the front court comes Grieger. Into the free throw line. Out it'll go to Furman. Piter at the top of the circle. Backdoor cut. Stolen away by Carter Combs. Pointers want to fly the floor. They'll give it on the wing. Cal Crone gets in deep. Gathers. Blocked by Piter, put back up and in by Seth Myron. Oh, nice block by Piter. It looked like all ball on top, but there was Seth. And then stolen by Carter Combs. He'll race against Piter. Layup. Good for Carter Combs. He beat Piter just in time to get this thing tied back up. Nice job by the freshman. We're even at 17, 8:24 to go. We have a nice crowd in here, by the way, on Military Appreciation Youth Honor America Day, and we're going to get a foul on top on Cal Crone trying to make a steal. Good aggressive defensive try. That's going to be team foul number 6. Only 3 on La Crosse at this moment. And Baumgartner's going to have to come back in for Cal now. So the Eagles inbound off the left sideline to Rosso. It comes on to Grieger, fell down with it, but kept the dribble going. You can go down if the dribble's still going. Tyshawn on him, gets by Tyshawn into the lane, down the lane, left hand, good. Tyshawn just got beat too easily there. Got a freshman, he's got to learn, but boy, he got beat really easily. Carter off the left wing out to the corner. It'll go to Tyshawn Teague Johnson over to Josiah Butler. Thought about it, didn't take it, now pulls up. He's off the mark with that one. Saved by La Crosse. Here comes Furman, lead feed. Thomas gets underneath, scores with a foul. Well, they beat you down and you foul a shooter. That'll be 2 on Butler. And it'll be a 3-point play possibility. And just like that, you're back down in this game by a pair and maybe by 3. 7:44 to go, another media timeout. Eagles 19, Pointers 17. We'll be right back. This is college basketball on WPCN. Lacrosse just a little bit stronger right now, and Point's making some mistakes and a couple of those things, and you're not getting, I can't say breaks, but you know, it's 7-3 in the foul department, and that is a discrepancy that doesn't always go hand in hand with what's really going on. Carter Thomas at the line where he's already 2 of 2. And make it 3 out of 3, so now you're down by 5 again. You just got back to even, and then you fall asleep a little bit, 22-17. Darius over to Seth Myron. A couple of misses on some bad shots, quite honestly. Cal took one dribble, now gives it off to Seth on the wing. Somebody's got to score it here. Myron into the lane, gets in deep, double clutch, triple clutch, up with the right hand, scores with a foul. Boy, Seth gets in deep. He is pretty tough there. That foul is going to go on Ben Goodyear. That is the 4th team. Myron with the basket. Well, Seth is scoring here. 22-19. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Pointers shooting 38% and Lacrosse 41% at this juncture. And Myron's free throw bounces around and drops through. So 22-20 Lacrosse. And up the floor it comes with Chris Green. They go deep into the roster, I will say that. Pointers need to build that depth. Green off the screen, double team, poked away by Darius, loose on the floor, gets it, sends it on ahead, right side to the corner, it'll go there. Back out to Combs, along cross court, Logan, tons of contact, no whistle. Carter with it. Myron hands it off to Bolden. Darius, 18 on the shot clock, pulls up from the free throw line, can't hit the shot. Oh, got to get that to go. It's wide open. Here comes Carter Thomas. Quickly to the right corner, Green. Tip pass, who's going to get it? Seth Myron, quick hands again by Carter Combs. Carter Combs, 22-20 is the score. Tough one for the Spash boys basketball team last night. They let one get away from them. Cal Crone on top. Gets it to Myron on the wing. Gets in deep. Double, triple clutch. Nowhere to go. In trouble. Ball poked away, and the Eagles get it. Just got to get it out of there when it's locked up. Quickly down, thrown away, out of bounds. It'll go into the premium seating area. Hopefully nobody spilled well, heaven forbid, food or whatever they might be imbibing on. 22-20. It'll be Pointer basketball, and we're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by the Pointers. 30-second timeout. Let's take that break. We'll come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. In the opening half, La Crosse 22, Stevens Point 20. And it's been a pretty physical game. By the way, the Dean of Hoops not with us. He's suffering a little COVID, but expects to be back if everything goes well by Wednesday for that lovely trip over to River Falls. Inbound to Darius Bolden. Pointers are down a pair. Got to get Darius going, got to get Butler going. Here's Cal Crone. Across the way to Bolden. Takes it into the lane. Pull-up jumper. Left it short. Tipped out of bounds. And going to be Pointer basketball, I do believe, on the wing. Seth Myron already 10 points in the game. He had a great game at Whitewater with 20. Seth trying to inbound. Gets it on the floor to Cal. Right back over to Myron, 18 on the shot clock. Seth gets down deep, steps back outside, throws it to Carter Combs up to Logan. 3 ball, that's not going to go. And the rebound on the floor, Cal gets it. Doubles, goes up and knocks it down over Piter. And we're even at 22. Just came out long and Piter couldn't get to it. Crone has 6. 22 apiece. DeRosso over to the right wing, drive it in against Logan. Kick out DeRosso for 3 over Myron off the rim. No. Tip to the corner and a foul on Carter Combs. Tried to pull it away from Piter. Good effort by Carter, his first foul. But it'll send the big fella to the line for a 1-and-1. Piter will step to the line, shooting a 1-and-1 here. Piter, of course, out of Neenah. Pointers had recruited him. He ended up over in La Crosse when Coach Dernbach was still there. And Piter's first free throw good. He's a good free throw, 72% on the year. You take that. Grant Muntz in for Cal right now. Piter with a chance to give his squad a 2-point lead. And this one is off the front of the rim. Myron flies through for the rebound. Darius Bolden will bring it up. A chance to get the lead if he can get a basket here. Logan on the right side. Out on top, it'll go to Muntz. Into the hands of Myron. Set down to the baseline. Had it poked away, but got it back. Battles into the lane. Spin move. Goes up right hand. In and out. No, but a foul. Halfway down and somehow didn't want to stay in. Foul on Dustin DeRosso. I believe his second. Nope, his first. That's right. I thought they had called one on him earlier. So anyway, his first. It is the 5th on the Eagles. Seth at the free throw line. It was a shooting foul. His first is good. We're even, and a possibility to regain the lead if he can hit the second free one. Myron's second is good. Stevens Point has a lead of 24-23 right now. Only the second lead of the game for the Pointers. Grieger on the right side against Darius. Muntz trying to battle Piter right now. Grieger to the baseline, gives it back to Piter. Piter against the smaller Muntz, backing Grant in right now. Displaced a little bit, gets it out to DeRosso by Carter into the lane, down the lane, kicks to the corner. Grieger open 3. And again, you can't let it happen. Grieger's killing you right now. He's got 10 in the game. 26-24. Stevens Point down a pair. And you know what? It's so difficult. What is going to be the call? They're going to call a foul on Grant Muntz off ball, and that's going to be a 1-and-1 for La Crosse. Oh, it's an offensive foul. I'm sorry. 26-24. Screening foul. So you're down 2. Rieger nearly fell down, but kept his feet down. Piter backing in against Muntz. Turns, goes up, lays it in. It's a little bit of a mismatch right now. You're down 4. Carter Combs over to Myron, lifts the 3. No. Rebound battle, Piter. And then we're going to get Piter knocked to the floor. Is that a travel or a foul? Couldn't quite see. 28-24 Eagles. And we've got a media timeout. 3:57 to go. Pointers down 4. We'll be right back. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. To go in the opening half, and La Crosse up 28-24. Eagles are hitting 9 of 20. That's 45%, and 4 of 9 from three-point range, while Stevens Point is 10 of 27, 37%, and only 1 of 10 from three-point range. Big difference there. So you're down by 4, and La Crosse has the ball. Boy, you have to find a way to get a stop here. You don't want to go down by more. Grieger, who's been the thorn, works against Myron. Down toward the left corner, gets rid of it into the hands of Furman. Furman, kick out Piter, 12 on the clock. Furman again trying to get by Cal on the switch. Poked away by Carter Combs inside. He's dropped in to help defensively. Carter pulls up. Over to Myron, back to Carter, up on top, Darius. Darius into the lane, kicks it out. Cal wants a long one, off the mark, no. Rebound, Darius Bolden down in the corner. Back out to Combs, long cross court, Logan for 3, nope. He is 0 for right now. Boy, got to get him going. Here comes Furman. Furman into the lane, down the lane, to the rack. He didn't hit it. Rebound, put back, no foul. And they're going to go to the line again. That's going to be on Logan Baumgartner. And that's an automatic 2 for Carter Thomas, who is 3 out of 3 in that department. And Thomas on the year, such an excellent player. It's 80%. So you're down by 4 at the moment with 3:06 to go. You missed the first one. Auto Select, quality, dependable auto repair and service performed by qualified technicians you can trust. 28-24. Second one, 29-24. So a 5-point lead right now. And the Pointers struggling, and they throw it away on the inbound. Oh, things you cannot do. Where was everybody? And Carter Combs is going to get a foul called on him out on the wing. And that's going to put Carter Thomas right back at the line for 2. So Thomas gets 2 and, of course, makes the first. Well, you allowed the steal to take place, and that can't happen. Where is everybody? When the press comes, everybody's got to be alert. You can't just run down to the other end of the floor. Second one is good. 31-24. It's a 7-point lead. Biggest of the game. Darius into the front court. Fouled from behind before the shot. It is going to be on Furman. I know Coach wanted the continuation because Darius got to the basket, but the push came out almost at the three-point arc. So you'll inbound. That is team foul 6, by the way. Cal Crone. Out it'll go to Combs, over to Myron. Handoff to Darius. He is struggling offensively. Gets into the lane. No shot available. Swing it around. Combs thought about it. 10 on the shot clock. Carter into the lane. Off it'll go to Cal. Cal back to Darius. Now you're getting deep. Darius 3-ball. Got one. All right. Time for the senior to step up, and he did. 31-27. You need a stop. DeRosso on ahead to Carter Thomas. Thomas back on top to Piter, guarded by Cal. Off the screen by Thomas, got deep on the right baseline. Trying to back in against Cal, gets in pretty deep. Short little jumper, and he scored it. Yeah, if he gets that deep, you're in trouble. Lacrosse coming up, playing tough full court right now. Point does not do that very often. Cal Crone on the left wing, down by 6. 19 on the shot clock. The handoff to Seth Myron. Set to the baseline, and a screening foul on Cal Crone. That'll be 2 on Cal. That'll bring Grant back into the game. 33-27 with 1:51. The fouls are not going the Pointers' way. And Shane Targin will come into the game for Stevens Point to give Carter a little rest. 33-27. You can't fall any farther behind. Just like the women had trouble, the Pointer men are doing the same. Piter out on top, over to Thomas. Piter up the screen, gets by Grant, gets in deep. Double team comes on the baseline, then falls away. Piter backing in, kicks it out. Grieger, 3 more. Got it again. You cannot leave him open. And you're down by 9 at 36-27. Cannot leave Grieger. Darius along the sideline. Sends it out. Shane Targin back on top to Darius. Works left down to the baseline. You need a good shot. Go up. Can't hit it. Rebound Furman. Now you're struggling, and we're going to get another foul on Stevens Point. That one's going to go on Logan Baumgartner, and this will be 2 more free throws coming up. And it'll be Furman going to the line for the first time. Well, you're struggling. The more senior, although they only start 1 senior, they being Lacrosse, the more physically dominant teams like Platteville and right now Lacrosse are the guys that are giving you all sorts of trouble. Points bench not deep enough to get any offense going. That's not meant to be a criticism, but the fact is Furman makes 1 out of the 2. So now you're down by 10 off to Logan Baumgartner. You've got a big hole to dig out of in the second half, and a reaching foul on DeRosso. That, I believe, his second. Into the game will come Torrin Hanna. That is the 7th team foul. Logan will go to the free throw line for a 1-and-1, and goodness, you need this. You're down 10 at the moment. So Baumgartner looking for his first point of the game, and he got it. 1 more to go. You're down 9. 52 seconds to go in the opening half. Pointer women lose at Lacrosse 64-59. Logan's second good. Tyshawn's going to come in for Logan, I assume. 37-29. Can you get a stop? Get a stop in a basket and get a little bit closer. And somebody guard Grieger. He brings it up on the left side all the way to the corner. to Piter at the left elbow, working against Grant Muntz. Down to the baseline, got right by him and scored it. Well, that was easy enough for them. Inbound to Shane Targent. He's going to start it up the floor for Stevens Point. Gets into the front court, kicks to the wing. Muntz gets in deep and had it slapped away. We're going to get a foul with 27 seconds. And that foul on Carter Thomas. That's his second. Grant Muntz will get the 1-and-1 here. So the freshman will go to the line here. And Grant is 5 of 8 on the season. Well, you're down 10. See if he can come through. Freshman out of Kiel. He's going to be a nice player. Made the first. No problem for Grant Muntz. Another one coming up. And you need a stop, though. Need to find a way to get a stop. Grant will get the second. He sends it high in the air and into the bottom of the basket. High arcing shot, 39-31. Lacrosse will walk it up. They want to get a final shot. Can you get a stop and only go down 8 into the locker room? With the ball is Sam Grieger. He's been a thorn here in the opening half. Down to 10, and now they'll start the offense toward the basket. Myron on top trying to stay with Grieger. Goes left. Tried to poke it away into the corner. Furman for 3, and he hit it. And that is the end of the first half. Well, like Lacrosse seems to do, and somehow everybody that comes into the Quant shoots lights out. I think we have too good of a shooting background. It is Lacrosse 42 and our Pointers 31. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
This isn't just another restaurant. Now go on, open.
In a bind here, down 42-31, biggest lead of the game right there. Wow, that's not the way you wanted to end the half, but you had to put some guys in to protect from fouls, and the young guys just unable to hold up. That's the only way to look at it. Point grabbed a lead at 24-23, and then obviously got beat pretty good, huh? 19-7 the rest of the way. So work to do. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing La Crosse 42, Stevens Point 31. The final score on the corner of 2nd and Maria Stevens Point. They have all of your game day needs. And, of course, you can stop right next door at the OT Tavern for a little something extra. Well, it's half and a long, long ways to go. The Pointers got into a little trouble against Platteville in the opening half. Made a comeback, but then, of course, Platteville ended up with the victory. So now, see if we can get that turned around. 42-31 is your score. We'll see. We'll see if the Pointers can do that. That's the goal, though, right? 42-31. We'll get all stats for you. So, already the women's hockey team lost 5-1 to River Falls. Women's basketball lost to La Crosse 64-59. Our men's hockey team in action tonight. I do not have the scores on wrestling, but Points had a fairly good week, I should say. If we go all the way back to Wednesday, both the men and women beat Whitewater. The men winning 86-67 and the women 68-57. Then yesterday, men's hockey beat St. Scholastica 6-3. Women lost to Concordia 3-1. Women's wrestling, tough one, losing to Presbyterian 35-9 and Emmanuel 30-11. And so far today, of course, we're taking a big L, so we got to get that turned around here. The young guys need to, to figure things out in our league. It is very physical. Unfortunately, when we put Grant and Tyshawn in, right now, they're getting beat off the dribble. But then you're kind of without any offense. Not that they can't, but they have seemingly anyway not figured out the offensive end and how to work. And that gives La Crosse, in this case, a big-time advantage. And they have, really, really come out to pressure those guys when they have the ball in their hands. They're playing pressure defense on the perimeter, making things very tough on Stevens Point. And, it's been everything La Crosse could ask for so far. The Eagles, at the break, have hit 13 of 25. That's 52%. They're 6 of 11 from long range, 55%. 10 of 14 from the line, 71%. The leading scorer, Sam Grieger, with 12. Carter Thomas with 10, 6 of those coming from the free throw line. 7 for J.J. Piter, 5 each for Will Furman and Dustin DeRosso. 3 points at the break for Torrin Hanna. The Eagles with 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 turnovers, a couple of steals. For La Crosse, they have 14 points off of turnovers, 14 in the paint, 4 second chance, 5 on the fast break, and 3 off the bench. And the biggest lead right where we're at now at 11. For UW Stevens Point at the break, 11 of 31 from the field. That's only 36%. 2 of 12 from deep in your own building again. The other team comes in shooting 55% from 3. The guys who play here all the time are shooting 17% from long range. The Pointers have been good at the line the few times they've gotten there. They've made 7 out of 8 for 88%. For Stevens Point, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, and 9 turnovers. You need that to be reversed, if anything. You can't be down 3-1 in the turnover to assist ratio. 7 steals for Stevens Point. For the Pointers, 8 points off of turnovers, 18 in the paint. 7 second chance points, 2 fast break, and 6 off the bench. So right now it is a struggle. I'll put it that way. It is a struggle, and the more mature La Crosse Eagles are the guys that are making things happen. They only start one senior, that's Furman. Then you have 3 juniors and a sophomore that start. But coming in off the bench, senior, senior, sophomore, sophomore, senior. Stevens Point comes in off the bench with freshman, sophomore, freshman, freshman. So it's, that just tells you we're building a program, right? Skyward Incorporated, connecting parents and education. It is halftime. Pointers are down 42-31. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back, get you some scores from around the league. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. Halftime, Lacrosse 42, Stevens Point 31, and scores. On the men's side, Stout already with a 62-61 win over Whitewater. And yeah, I know, it's a bit of a surprise. Whitewater, with the loss, is now 7-7 overall, and they are 1-2 in the league. The Stout Blue Devils are now 7-7 overall. But believe it or not, Stout is on top of the conference at 3-0. It depends upon what Platteville does. Platteville is playing at home tonight against Oshkosh. So, and kind of a desperation now for the Oshkosh Titans, as they're already 0-2 in the league. And probably 3 losses would be tough to put yourself into a conference title picture if you suffer those 3. But with that being said, now let's go back to something I said right at the end of the half and the beginning of the halftime. Teams come in here and they just shoot lights out, and it is not because the Pointers are playing such bad defense. And we have seen Lacrosse. John and I were chatting about it a little earlier via text. Lacrosse comes in here and just shoots and shoots and shoots. They have come in here in the past, and you would think that they were by themselves in the gym, the way they put the ball in the basket. It has not necessarily been to our benefit. I don't know what it is that Lacrosse loves to come into the quant and shoot the ball, but they most certainly do. And that's evident by their 55% here at halftime, 52%, I guess, at the moment, 55% from three-point range. So that's where you're getting beat right now. They are putting the ball in the hole, and the Pointers are not. 42-31, La Crosse with the lead. On the women's side today, the Pointer women losing 64-59. It was River Falls 65, Eau Claire 57. Stout over Whitewater 76-65. Oshkosh defeated Platteville 60-44. So Oshkosh alone atop the women's side right now at 3-0. The Pointers are 2-1 along with Stout, and then everybody else is 1-2 on the women's side. And as I mentioned just a moment ago, you would never have thought it, but the Stout Blue Devils are leading the conference on the men's side at 3-0. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back, get the second half started. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. All right, here we go. Second half. La Crosse 42, Stevens Point 31. On your Final Score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard, plan your before or after game get-togethers at the Final Score Second of Maria Stevens Point. So you're down by 11. You can't get it all back in the first minute, but you do need to start chipping away at it. You will go with Myron, Butler, Bolden, Abdul Wahid, and Crone, the normal five. Of course, we played a long time without Malik in that opening half as he got his second foul very early. Malik only played a little under 9 minutes in that opening half. Cal Crone with it, off the inbound. It'll go into the lane. Cal spins, goes up, short jumper, banked it in. All right, that's the start. Down by 9. 42-33 is your score. Rieger into the front court, takes it off the top of the circle, off the screen by Piter, into the corner, running baseline. DeRosso missed it. Rebound Carter, out to Grieger. 3 more. No, he missed one. Rebound Seth Myron. Well, there you go. Bolden up to Butler. Josiah only with 2 points at the half. Crone into the lane against Piter. Spins, goes up right hand, can't get it to go, tipped around. Butler with a rebound, kicks it out. Myron open, didn't take it. Darius wants the 3, doesn't go. Butler had the rebound and fouled by Grieger. All right, not a shooting foul, but you get the ball back. Grieger with his first foul. Josiah getting in there to get a few rebounds here in the early going. 42-33. Stevens Point down. Off it'll go to Malik into the lane. Turn, spin, scores it. His second basket. You're down by 7. 42-35. Grieger, punch out. Thomas back to Grieger. Stopped up. Piter into the lane. Working against Butler. Pardon me. I think it was, yeah, it's going to be Josiah with a block. His third. That's a tough foul. Kind of thought that he got good position, but didn't get the call. Inbound, it'll go on the right baseline. Piter backing against Crone. Throws it out on top. Down the lane. Carter Thomas scores it. Went with the left hand, just got by his man. 44-35. Here comes Darius quickly. Tosses it out to Myron on the wing. Down low, Malik running baseline. Got cut off. Double team. Goes up. Scores it inside. Malik Abdul Wahid. 44-37. Into the front court comes Grieger. Gets it into the hands of Furman. Over to the left side. It'll go there. On the dribble out on top. Down the lane. DeRosso. Wide open. Furman. Buried. Well, you do a lot of good things, and then you give up a wide open shot. You're down by 10. Darius gets it back from Cal. Into the lane. Kick out Butler. Fake the three. Steps back. Nothing there. Bolden for three. Got it. Darius with his first basket of the second half. You're down by 7, 47-40. Grieger, front court, drives baseline. Blocked away. Picked up by Butler. Butler will bring it up the left wing. How about a basket again? Butler against Furman down the lane. Scoopy layup. Got it. No foul. How? I don't know. 47-42. Stevens Point down by 5. 17-16 to go. Coming out of the locker room. A house of fire here. Now you need to stop again. Piter working on the right side against Cal. Backs his way in. Cal flops a little bit. Furman out on the wing. Spins. Pinned down. I thought everybody stopped for a second. Carter Thomas, and now a foul on Bolden. I thought everybody stopped, and I can't hear a whistle. But finally, everybody got kind of going again. Darius with his second personal. Well, actually, his first personal. He had a technical earlier. So, a 5-point difference. Inbound, it'll go to Grieger in the corner. Got by Malik. Kicks it out in the lane. Ball popped free. Picked up by Malik. Off it'll go to Darius. Tried one too many passes. Up to Myron on the right wing. Trying to get by Piter. Got in deep. Sends it out. Butler with it. Into the corner to Malik. Malik trying to work off the dribble. Works his way in against Grieger. Turnaround jumper. He's got it. Stevens Point coming out of the locker room. Down by 3. It's 47-44. Grieger into the front court. La Crosse is going to take the timeout. 16:26 to go. Timeout, Eagles. 1 minute break. We'll take it. Coming right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN.
Hey there, parent.
Remain. Stevens Point, having been down by 11 at the break, has come out, and then the first 3.5 minutes now down by 3. But here's the deal. Now you have to keep it going. 47-44. Thomas to Grieger. You're not going to stop them the rest of the way, meaning they're not going to be shut out the rest of the way, but goodness. Grieger on the wing. Bounces to the corner. Backing in is Piter. Working against Cal. Gets in pretty deep. Goes up. Ball tipped away, and another foul. It's going on Bolden again. So now 3 on Darius. 47-44. So Piter goes to the line, where JJ is 1 out of 2 on the night. Junior out of Neenah misses that one. 47-44. Chance to give his squad a 4-point lead. And the free throw off the mark. Malik with a rebound. Malik sat a whole bunch of that first half. He's already got 6 points in the second half. Josiah Butler's come to life in the second half. Cal at the arc. Sends it over to Josiah. Down deep to Myron, working against Furman. Spins inside, goes up left hand. He's got it with a foul. Seth Myron is, since the Whitewater game, has really upped his aggressiveness. He is a fine player. Sometimes you just gotta put your mind to it, and you've got to be aggressive. And that is what is happening here. I think we've got the media timeout. Myron will be headed to the free throw line to try to tie this up. 47-46 is our score right now on your final score Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. The Pointers' favorite Sports Bar and Grill is the final score, where you can take in your favorite games with amazing food and drink. So can you hang on? 47-46 foul situation for our good guys. Abdul Wahid with 2. 1 on Myron, 3 on Butler, 2 on Crone, 3 on Bolden, 2 on Combs, 2 on Bumgartner, 1 on Muntz. For La Crosse right now, foul department. Well, let's see. Piter with 1, 2 on Furman, 2 on DeRosso, 2 on Carter Thomas. So they don't have many fouls. They don't have anybody in serious foul trouble anyway at the moment. Pointers have increased their shooting percentage to 45%. La Crosse has dropped off a bit to 50%. Let's see what happens. Long way to go, right? But a chance to get even if Seth can make the free throw. Seth Myron came to life with 20 at Whitewater. Coach said on the post game, if you were with us, he challenged Seth. He knows what Seth can do. Seth's an outstanding player at Kimberly High School. And boy, I'll tell you what, he has definitely responded. Now comes the hope for a tie. And he missed the free throw. Rebound by Carter Combs. Carter sneaked around and got the rebound from Piter. Butler outside to Carter. Gives it up to Malik at the top of the circle. Down the lane. Lost it. Got it back. Fumbled it again. Goes up off the glass. Can't hit it. Piter with a rebound. Tons of contact. Oh, you hate to miss the free throw, but you're back within 1 at 47-46. Out on top with it here is Chris Green. They'll get it inside to DeRosso. Kick out, open, 3, in and out. No! Combs with a rebound off the miss that time by Hannah. Stevens Point down 1. 47-46, Carter Combs. Bounces it to Crone. Crone at the top of the circle. Looking for someone. Now he's going to put it on the deck himself. Gets in deep against Piter. Got him up in the air. Can't hit it. He'll go to the free throw line. J.J. Piter with his second personal. What a fine player. Of course, you know, in all honesty, when Coach transferred over here and became our coach, Coach Dernbach, we secretly, John and I think a lot of fans were hoping that somehow JJ would decide to slide over here. He did not. He really likes it, and Cal missed the free throw, so we've missed 2 free throws in a row on trying to tie this game up. But anyway, JJ loves it over in La Crosse, and he did not want to transfer. The coach did not ask him to, by the way. He did not try to get him to do that. He wouldn't have said no, but he didn't pursue that. Cal misses both free throws. And then Myron gets knocked to the deck. Here they come. Green into the corner. Wide open. Thomas passed it up. Goes in deep. Can't hit the shot. Rebound put back. Rolls off the rim. Crone with a rebound. And sends it out to Carter Combs. Carter, top of the circle quickly. Leaves it off for Cal. It is a man's game out there today. They are letting people bump and bang, and we're going to get a foul on DeRosso. That'll be his third. Boy, the Pointers have missed 3 free ones in a row. And when you're trying to win a game of this magnitude, that just hurts. All right. 47-46. Set to inbound it here. It comes into Logan. Off on the right side. Butler wants 3. Off the rim, no. Long rebound tip. Down on the base line. Carter Combs is going to get a foul trying to get there. I don't think Carter did much, in all honesty, but the officials don't care what I think. That's team foul 4. So we've had multiple chances to get the lead or at least get even, and we have missed that chance. Carter Thomas against Josiah. Across the way into the hands of Hodges. Hodges down the lane. Baumgartner got beat on that one, and Goodyear is able to score it. Got right by Logan, and it's a 3-point deficit. Here comes Butler. Now you can't let him get away again, though. Josiah over to Carter. Left side, it'll go to Logan. Down to the baseline. Stop. Keeps it going. Taking Goodyear in deep. Spin move. Goes up strong. Lays it up and in. Logan is so strong. He's got 4 points. 49-48. Here come the Eagles. Man gets by Carter Combe down inside. Out on the wing. Goodyear. It will go there. On to the right side. It'll go to Hodges trying to get by Myron. Up on top with the basketball. Lacrosse trying to work for a shot. Carter Thomas from the corner. Long rebound. Who's going to get it? Carter, oh no, Josiah Butler. Picked up now by Carter off the pass. On ahead to Myron. Myron works it. Gives back to Butler. Butler hands it to Logan. Logan will take it into the lane. Down the lane. No, but a foul. Lacrosse a little confused seemingly defensively. Ben Goodyear will pick up the foul. That is team 5. And now Logan Baumgartner will go to the line. A 2-shot foul for Logan. You're down 1. And you are even. So back to even comes Stevens Point. 49-49 and a chance to regain the lead. Been a long time coming if he makes it, and he does. The Pointers have gone on top for the first time since the 17-20 mark of the opening half. Pointers are up 1. Off on the wing, down to the baseline. Over to the right side, it'll go there, Furman. Furman picked up his dribble. On the baseline once again, Hanna trying to back his way into a cutter. Tipped away by Baumgartner. On ahead it'll go. Butler down the lane. Lost it. Got it back. Lays it up and in. Pointers out on the break. Go up by 3. 52-49. What a play by Logan, and then the outlet to Josiah. Into the lane, down the lane. Grieger banks it. No. Tipped around. Butler with a rebound. He got up there with the big fellas. Here comes Josiah into the front court. Pointers are by 3. Top of the circle. Into the lane. Josiah working with the dribble. Turns. No shot. Carter over to Logan. Thought about 3. Over to Darius. Into the lane. He'll take the turnaround. Jogger, he's got it. Darius Bolden into the lane. Pointers by 5 at 54-49. Coach trying to get this fan base to stand up once. And then we get a foul in the lane. Where's it going to go? 11:53 to go. I think we'll get immediate timeout. It's not a shooting foul. It's going to go on Josiah Butler, and here's the problem. That is number 4. 11:53 to go. Pointers have gone up by 5. We've got the timeout. 54-49. Back in a minute. Pointers basketball, WPCN.
We just
11:53 to go in the ball game. Stevens Point has come back to get a 5-point lead, but Josiah Butler has to leave the game with a 4th personal foul. Keep an eye on that. 11:53 when Josiah sits and you're up 5. Inbound, it'll come to Piter. Back into the corner to Grieger. Baseline, Thomas against Carter Combs. And they're going to call Carter again, and I just don't get that. That's 4 on Carter. Now where do you go? Here comes Shane Tarchin. Well, the junior has to come up big for you. He has to come up big. 54-49, inbound Piter to the corner. It'll go to Grieger. Off to Carter Thomas, now guarded by Shane Targent, trying to get Shane inside. Shane's a little bigger, stronger. We'll see if that works. Grieger against Malik, backs his way down into the lane, a little runner. Well, foul called on Malik. Got him on the elbow, I guess, for Malik. That's number 3. Fouls are mounting. Here comes Logan once again. Wow, 54-49. You know, you get to that point, you think, all right, you got it, and then another whistle. And somehow, it never seems to blow at this end, but team fouls, right now, 0.7 and Lacrosse 5, so it's not like they're way out of whack. Grieger makes the first. Well, he's having a game. He's got 14 points right now. Came in averaging 14.4 and give him 15. 54-51 pointers. Inbound, it'll come to Shane. Back to Darius right away. Off to Cal Crone, and they'll let him bring it up. Piter doesn't defend in that backcourt, so Cal can be used quite nicely for a guy to bring it up. Backdoor cut. Darius thought he was fouled. Cal tried to get him a bounce pass. Grieger down to the block. It'll go to Piter now against Seth Myron. Seth holds his point, and then underneath the Furman, and he lost it out of bounds. Shane Targent, big minutes for Shaner. He can do this. He might not give you much offense. And I said might because we never get to see him shoot. But the deal is right now he needs to play outstanding defense, and likely will have to bring the ball up a little bit, and he can do that. He is working it into the front court. He was defended there by Hannah. Off to Cal, out on the right wing to Seth Myron, who's going to have to come up big again. 54-51 pointers. Seth back to the basket. Right block. Gets in deep. Had it stripped away by Carter Thomas. On ahead, Hannah. Over to Furman on the left wing. A 3 would tie it back up. Outside, it'll go to Thomas again. Lobs it over. Left wing. Trying to back his way in is Piter. Kick out Grieger. Wide open. Off the rim. Darius high for the rebound. Boy, I thought that was going to tie it right there. Darius will bring it up against Furman. Comes over to Targent. Shane back outside. Pointers by 3. 10-17 to go. Darius pull up 15-footer. He's got it. Darius Bolden. 56-51. Grieger on the left wing quickly. They waste no time. Into the lane, down the lane, blocked, and a foul. I'm going to say hopefully on Logan. I got to check that out. Maybe hopefully on Seth, because he only had 1, and it is on Seth. It is a shooting foul, though, and a guy that rarely misses will go to the free throw line. He is 4 out of 5. Malik will get set to come back in. Made the first. 56-52, 10:03 to go. Grieger will get the second. And he's got that one. He has a high arcing free throw. So Stevens Point up by 3. The inbound to Seth. And they'll get it to Cal. And again, Piter does not play that full court press, so you can use Cal, who is a very capable dribbler, to bring that ball up the floor with no competition. Malik down to the baseline, turnaround jumper, he's got it. Oh, the guys are starting to hit. Now you got to defend. 58-53. Grieger front court, guarded by Logan, takes it over the top of the circle from right to left. Carter down low, it'll go to Piter against Cal. Spins by, to a cutter. DeRosso gets in deep, goes up, can't hit it. Rebound, Cal Crone. Can you extend the 5-point lead? Darius Bolden into the front court off the Cal screen to the top of the circle, over to the right side. 16-footer off the rim, no. Rebound, that should have been a foul. Oh, you got lucky that wasn't a foul. It goes out of bounds. It'll go back to La Crosse. Seth coming in from the wing. I thought it was a lot of contact underneath. Hilltop Hubbard Grill for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you for dine-in or carry-out. Open daily at 11. Shane Targin back in for Logan. 58-53 Pointers, 9:14 to go in the ball game. Timeouts, by the way. Point with 3. La Crosse with 2. What are we looking at? Possibly some blood on Seth Myron. Looks like it. So he's going to have to get that taken care of. Is that what they're looking at? I think so. A couple of specks. 9:14 to go in the ball game. Pointers trying to rally from an 11-point halftime deficit. And they're working on Seth Myron, who had a dozen at the break and has 14 in the game right now. This is a game where you have to get into your bench a little bit. And, of course, you all know that Point is relatively young coming off the bench with freshmen and one sophomore that get playing time right now. And now Shane getting in there. He's a junior. This is where Coach talks about Shane a lot. And he loves Shane Targin because he can insert him in almost any spot and know he's going to get the defense that you're looking for. And Shane is in there for that purpose. Grieger into the front court. Pointers by 5. Gives it up on top to Piter. Off to Carter Thomas. Thomas heads right with the dribble. Man-to-man defense. Furman on the wing. Skip pass over the top to Grieger. Down to the corner. It'll go there. La Crosse looking. 13 on the shot clock. And another reaching foul on Stevens Point. This one is going to go on Seth Myron. And the Pointers already with 9 team fouls and only 5 on La Crosse. DeRosso will go to the line with a 1-and-1. Here comes Logan once again from Targin. So you're doing a little offense-defense substituting is what you're doing here. That is the third, by the way, on Seth now. Free throw is good for DeRosso. Second one coming up. 58-54, 55. Well, they're getting a chance at the free throw line that Stevens Point isn't getting right now. Although the Pointers have missed 4 free throws already in the second half. Cal Crone with it. Stevens Point by 3. Myron at the arc. Hand off to Darius. Looks and finds Malik on the wing. Myron trying to post. Malik works with the dribble. Gets into the lane. Spin move. Goes up strong. Scores it with a foul. And Malik, who has 10 in the half, 12 in the game, will get a chance for the and one. The foul whistled on Carter Thomas, I believe. That'll be his 3rd and the 6th team foul. So after this one, you'll be shooting the rest of the way, both teams. Free throw, good. For Malik Abdul-Wahid, the Pointers up by 6. 61-55. Grieger steps through a double screen. Out it'll go. Carter Thomas, wide open, 3 good. Darius left him, went for a steal, and then you give up a wide open 3. 61-58. Cal Crone to Darius, top of the circle. Off the Cal screen, Darius wants the 3 back and threw up an air ball. Well, he thought he had one, came up short. Now you got to defend. 8:03 to go in the ball game. Still up by 3 is Stevens Point. Vista Royale Campground on Isherwood Road in Bancroft. Making memories one campsite at a time. DeRosso. Piter at the top of the circle. Back over Grieger. Open 3. Hit it, and you fouled him as well. He kicked his legs out. Malik ran into him. Count the basket, and they can get the lead. That's the 2nd time you have fouled Grieger on a 3-point shot. That is going to be 4 on Malik. They're going to award him. He kicks his legs out, and Malik definitely ran into his legs. You're not supposed to be able to throw your legs out like that and get rewarded, but that's exactly what happened. Had a very good advantage or a very good line of sight on that one, and he definitely kicked the legs out. Malik ran into them. Should not be rewarded with that. You're not supposed to be able to do that, but he did make it. That's the second time he's going to have a chance for a 4-point play. Well, that's what happens a little bit when you get guys in foul trouble, and we've got a bundle of them now. 4 personals on Josiah, 4 personals on Malik right now, 3 on Seth Myron, 3 on Darius, 4 on Carter Combs. You're going to run out of bodies, and you still have 7:49 to go in the ball game, and La Crosse able now with a chance after being down by 6 to possibly regain the lead. 61 apiece, and Grieger will be headed to the free throw line. He is 5 out of 6 from there. He is having a night. 20 points in the game right now for Sam Grieger, and he'll head to the line. We've left him open way too much. A shooter like that can't do it. It's a scramble. This is such a good game. Obviously, from our vantage point, we want the good guys to win, but we'll see what the final deal is here. Grieger goes to the line trying to get his team back on top. Still 7:49 to go in the game. It's on the way, and La Crosse does lead. 62-61, a 7-point run now for La Crosse. They're going full court, and a bad inbound stolen away underneath. Carter Thomas scores. Now, how does that happen? Just a bad inbound pass, and now you're down 3 again. The things that cannot happen, and how do you let a guy in college basketball do that? Cal into the lane. Can you fight through it? Gets in deep against Piter, can't hit the shot. You absolutely need a stop here. You're down 3, you're reeling. Butler is back in there. Grieger on the wing off the Piter screen. Grieger to the line, poked away, and a foul on Myron. Sometimes you think it's all going against you. This is a 2-shot foul again, and Grieger gets to go to the line. That's like giving him 2. You went from 6 down and possibly go up by 5 here. And the Pointers have not scored, and he got them to miss 1 of them. 64-61. Again, much foul trouble right now for Stevens Point. A couple of bad shot selections, but then again, just a couple that wouldn't go. Now you're down by 4. So you got to stop the run somehow. Having trouble bringing the ball up the floor. Full court pressure by La Crosse, and Pointers haven't handled it all so well. Darius Bolden off the Cal screen, gets into the lane. Down deep, kicks it out. Over to Logan, runs it down the lane, jump stop. Pinned down, needs some help. Throws it out to Darius. Darius into the lane, down the lane. Myron from the corner, hits the 3. Step back 3 for Seth, gives him 17. You're back within 1. Can you get a stop now? 6:45 to go. You were down 11 at the break. Right side, baseline drive to Rosso, and an easy handoff to a cutter down the lane. Torin Hanna, and you're back down by 3 at 67-64. Butler to bring it up against Hanna. A lot of contact there without a whistle. Fans are getting into it, I'll say that. Darius Bolden over the top of the circle. Off the Cal screen, got in deep, kicks it out. Josiah didn't take the 3, didn't have an opening. Logan down the lane against DeRosso, no, but a foul. DeRosso saying no, but the official says, yeah, that's 4 on DeRosso. Only the 7th team, but it is a shooting foul. Malik will come back. Maybe Seth, who went down hard and kind of hobbling coming out. Now you have to make the free throws, though, right? Logan goes to the free throw line. This will be a 2-shot foul when we get around to it. Tricor Insurance, Tricor Cares, dedicated to helping our clients, employees, and communities succeed. First is in and out. I thought it was a shooting foul. They only gave him one, 67-64. What you can't do is miss your opportunities. 67-64. Carter Thomas gets right down the lane and missed it. Piter with the rebound, however, throws it out. Furman wants three. No. Rebound down deep by Josiah Butler. Up to Darius, 67-64. Bolden, Pointers need a basket in a bad way. They've been stymied here. Darius down the lane, goes up. Can't get it to go. But I think they'll call this one a shooting foul. Let's wait and see. It is a two-shot foul. 8th team foul. 3rd on Will Furman. And Bolden has to make free throws now. Two-shot foul coming up. You're down by 3. First down the way. It's not going to go. What is going on again? You've now missed 6 free throws here in the second half. Second one, it rolled in. 67-65. So you've made 3 out of 9 in the second half from the line after being 7 of 8 in the opening half. Yikes. All right, into the front court comes Grieger. Works against Malik. Takes him into the lane, spins down the lane, can't hit it, tipped out long into the hands of Bumgartner. On ahead to Josiah Butler. Butler tries to get into the lane, down the right side of the lane. Leans in, takes it up, can't hit it, fouled. Butler will go to the line, got in deep on Hannah. And Josiah will get to the line for 2. Can somebody put the ball in the basket from the 15-foot stripe? Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard showing the Pointers down 2. You can score amazing food and drinks at Stevens Point's Perennial Sports Bar and Grill. The final score, second of Maria, Stevens Point. And you know what happened. He missed it. Goodness gracious. 67-65. It's one of those things. Makes 1 out of 2. Down by 1, 67-66. Grieger. Front side. Off it'll go to Piter at the top of the circle. Hands it off there to Hannah. Down low it'll go to Grieger into the lane. Cal covers him up. Outside Carter Thomas. Launches a 3 over Bumgartner off the mark. Inside Carter Combs secures the rebound. The freshman flying high coming in off the wing to the corner. Bumgartner for 3. No. And the rebound Carter Thomas. 4:36 to go. 1 point lead for La Crosse. 67-66. Grieger off the screen. Pulls up. Doesn't get a shot off. Kicks it out. Hannah to the corner. It'll go to Thomas. In on the baseline to Piter. 14 on the shot clock. Piter now against Malik. Outside 3. Furman partially blocked, I think, by Logan. Comes up short. Rebound Stevens Point. Down by 1. Get this crowd on its feet. Butler into the front court. Working off the dribble against Carter Thomas. It'll go to Combs. Off on the baseline. Malik trying to work against Hannah. Turnaround jumper. That is good for Malik Abdul Wahid. And the Pointers regain the lead at 68-67. Grieger gets by Malik, and no foul. Grieger, jump hook is good. Boy, I was waiting for foul number 5 on Malik there. Down by 1, 3:37 to go. Cal into the front court. Piter comes out high to defend him. We're going to get a timeout, Stevens Point. 3:31 to go. Timeout, Stevens Point. This is a 1-minute break. We'll take it and come right back. UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN. Crosse with a 1-point lead. And 3:31 left in this ball game. Stevens Point will have the ball coming up here. 69-68. Stevens Point. Down and inbound. It'll come to Darius. Right back to Josiah Butler. Works it off the left wing to Seth Myron. Somebody has to hit one here. Darius, Seth from the corner, fake the three. Runs it on the baseline against Furman. Spin move. Baseline jumper. He's got it. Seth Myron with 7.5. 19 in the game. 70-69 pointers. Furman, front court. Gives it up to Grieger. He's been the problem for the most part. Launches a three. Offline. Rebound Darius. 2:58 to go. Furman riding Darius up the left sideline. Gets it back to Butler. Can you get another shot here? Butler off the Cal screen. Cal resets the screen. Butler gets into the free throw area. Off it'll go there to Malik. Over to Darius on the wing. Looking at Seth down low. Darius at the free throw line. Out it'll go to Malik. Wants the three off the rim. Rebound Furman. Up by one is Stevens Point at the moment. Front court with it. Furman over the high screen from Piter. Goes left with the dribble into the hands of Grieger. Over on the right side now. DeRosso finds Carter Thomas. 14 on the shot clock. Carter Thomas left. Gets right to the basket and scores a layup. He didn't get the switch. Came off a screen and nobody went with the guy with the basketball. 71-70 La Crosse. 2 minutes to go. And another timeout, Stevens Point. Timeout, Stevens Point. 2:03 to go in the ball game. And a 30, so we're going to stay right here. Well, you've cooled La Crosse shooting off. I'll say that. They were over 50% at the break. They're down to 44% for the game. Stevens Point has improved its shooting to 48%. So things are going better, but you're in so much foul trouble at the moment. So it's going to be a difficult task. You're down by 1. Point will have the basketball. Both teams with, well, Pointers are down to 1 timeout remaining. And La Crosse has 2 left. Your final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. Plan your before or after game get together at the final score. Second to Maria, Stevens Point. La Crosse 71, Stevens Point 70. Inbound to Darius. Cal at the left elbow. Holds it there, looking. Puts it on the floor. Down deep against Piter. Spin move. Tied down, goes up, blocked by Piter, picked back up by Cal, gets in deeper and scores it. Well, Piter had the first block, Cal stayed with it, up by 1. 1:40 to go here. Front court with it, Geiger. Geiger out high to DeRosso, gets it right back, spins into the lane, down the lane, and a reaching foul. Who's it on? Let's see who it is going to be called on. It'll be on Seth Myron, and I believe that is his fifth. He will foul out with 1:32 to go in the ball game. And now, who do you come back with? They will go to the free throw line. 72-71. It'll be Grieger again. He has really been something the Pointers have not handled well here today. A sophomore out of Randolph, Wisconsin. Logan's going to come back. Seth has fouled out. He has played so well, Seth Myron. 1:32. Assuming that he makes 2, you'll be down 1. Still a lot of time. Grieger's already made 8 free throws and make it 9. And we're tied at 72. He'll try to untie the game. He does. 73-72, 1:32 to go in the ball game. Somebody will have to step up. Cal Crone. Somebody has to step up and place a set. Cal holds his dribble high. Again, Piter does not come out on him. Cal at the wing. Gives it out on top to Josiah. Tries to set a screen. Butler fakes the three. Malik in the corner is going to take the three. He got it! Malik Abdul-Wahid. Pointers by 2. 75-73. 1:08 to go. Trying to get that crowd on its feet here. Out on top, Grieger. Grieger working the dribble. Tosses it out. DeRosso gets into the lane. Fumbled the ball out of bounds. Traveling! 57 seconds. You've got a 2-point lead. Have to protect the ball, and you have to score a hoop. All right. They're going to come with that full court pressure. Carter's going to come in to help to bring the ball up the floor. Carter Combs will be the inbounder. 75-73 pointers. 57 seconds to go in the ball game. Pressure on the ball inbounder. And it gets on the floor to Darius Bolden. Darius will bring it up against Furman. It'll go to Josiah Butler. Butler off the Cal screen. At the arc. Step back. 3 in the air. No. Rebound DeRosso. Big miss. There is about a 10-second difference between game and shot. Grieger gets inside. Kicks it out to Carter Thomas. Thomas working against Carter Combs. Into the lane. Almost poked away. And Carter called for a foul. That'll be 5 on Carter Combs now. Second guy to foul out of the game. I honestly didn't think that was a foul, but Carter almost got it poked away. It will put Carter Thomas at the line for 2. And Thomas is 6 of 7 from the line. They have lived at the free throw line here today. But then again, Point has had his fair share. Just haven't made the percentage that you would like. So, coach is drawing up a play. Coach is drawing up a play here with 28 seconds to go. First, La Crosse goes to the line. Stevens Point has a 2-point lead. Should he miss, you have to get the rebound, right? Right? I mean, Carter Thomas will get 2. Junior out of Oshkosh West, first on the way. Nothing but net. 75-74. 1 timeout for the Pointers, 2 for the Eagles. Does he tie it? Fans trying to get him to miss. He made them both without any touch of the rim whatsoever. We're even with 27.7 seconds to go. The first thing, get the ball on the floor. The second thing, don't turn it over. And then the third thing, probably the most important at the end, hit a shot with the horn sounding or close to it and get out of here with a W. But, hey, just another game. What an exciting game. Goodness gracious, folks. And a great crowd here to cheer on the guys. Now, can you finish? You had a great crowd against Platteville and then didn't find a way to finish that one off. Stevens Point has hit 29 of 59, 49%. Only 5 of 21 from long range, however. That's 24%. Here's the problem. 12 of 19 from the line, 63%. Oh, boy. La Crosse, 22 of 50, 44%. 9 of 22 from long range, 41%. And 22 of 29 from the line. So they've outscored you by 10 from the free throw line. Got to get it on the floor. You do to Cal, right back to Darius. You can get the last shot, either go to overtime or get a win. Bolden's going to wait for the clock to run down. 17 seconds. Darius working on the dribble here. Out in the high right corner, down to 10. Now you start the offense. Starts left. Goes to Logan, through his hands, but he got it back. Over to Butler. Butler working dribble against Carter. Thomas launches the 3 off the rim. No, and we're going to have an overtime. Well, we're going to have an overtime. Why not some free basketball here from the Quant? We're even at 75. We'll be back in a minute. UW Stevens Point men's basketball, WPCN. Well, we've got a 5-minute overtime coming up. Give Carter Thomas credit. He was not going to let Josiah Butler get a clean opportunity out on top. Josiah gave him a little nudge, as a matter of fact, to try to get some space, but in doing so, didn't have his legs really underneath him and couldn't get up to knock down the shot. So we're even at 75. We go to the overtime. And the overtime won by La Crosse. Rieger, who's been the thorn all night long. Off it'll go to Thomas to Piter. A lot of fouls in this game. Kick out. Thomas 3, left it short. Piter tried to save it from going out of bounds. You can't grab a timeout jumping out of bounds, but they gave it to him. Piter grabbed the ball jumping out of bounds, and they gave him a timeout. That's a surprise. I didn't think you could do that anymore. I guess they're going to say he had the ball and called it before he stepped out of bounds, but you can't argue too much. The call's been made. Ay. So Stevens Point will have 2 timeouts. The Eagles will be down to 1. 4:42 to go in this one. What a thriller here in the queue. Hilltop Pub and Grill for lunch or dinner. The Hilltop is there for you, whether it's dine-in or carry-out, open daily at 11. 4:42 to go in the overtime. Pointer women, unfortunately, lost at La Crosse, 64-59. Men's scores had Stout a winner over Whitewater, 62-61 today. See if I can work up a final against River Falls and Eau Claire here in a little bit. So Piter saved the timeout, or saved the basketball, but the possession somehow. Really didn't see that. Piter gets the inbound on the baseline. Trying to back Cal down in. Gets in really deep, goes up and scores it. So that's the first 2 of the overtime. You're down by 2, 77-75. Into the front court on the pass from Butler to Crone. Cal to the free throw circle. And he had it poked away off of Cal's leg, and he went down. I don't know if he did something to the leg or got hit in the... But they're going to say it's off of Cal. And it'll be La Crosse basketball. They got the floor wiped up. Cal looks like he's okay. He went down pretty hard. And he still is kind of bent over here, but he wants to game it out. He is one tough competitor. Carter Thomas on top to Piter. Piter working on the right side of the lane, gets it out to DeRosso underneath the basket. Double team, triple team, throws it out to Carter Thomas. Grieger on the wing, pulls up for the jumper, and he got it again. Oh, he is the killer tonight. 4-point La Crosse lead. 3:47. Got to get a basket this time down. Grieger is the killer. You got to go after him somehow. Darius Bolden down the lane, gets in deep, scores it. Darius Bolden not ready to give up just yet. 79-77. But you have to get a stop here. Look for Grieger, because right now we can't stop him. Pater on the left side. Gets by Cal into the lane. Underneath it'll go to Furman. Easy 2. Well, they're experienced players just working better inside right now. 81-77. Still plenty of time. But somehow you're going to have to get a stop. Darius into the lane. Fadeaway jumper off the rim. Oh, it did hit out of bounds, didn't it? Yeah. It will go back to Stevens Point. Good try there by Darius. Just didn't get it to go. 2:56 remains. And Point will get the ball back here. Darius will inbound. He does to Cal outside the arc. Hands it to Butler. Furman staying right there. Good defense against Josiah all night long. Logan hands off Malik. Gets into the lane. Pulls up. Shot not available. Turnaround 15-footer. In and out, no. Rebound into the hands of Logan. Powers is way back up and scores it. All right. Down by 2, 81-79. 2.5 minutes to go in the overtime here. Working left. Out on top, Piter. Gets by his man. They set a screen on Cal. Piter against Logan. Now working deep. Goes up inside and a foul, I think, on Logan Baumgartner. And I believe his third. Well, the fouls are really a problem. Coach kind of asking why it's a foul at one end and not at the other, but J.J. Piter will go to the line. Everybody is shooting 2 no matter what from now on. The junior out of Neenah, his team up by 2. First one, he got the roll. He shoots a really flat free throw. It is a 3-point game. Final score, Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard. La Crosse 82, Stevens Point 79. We're in overtime. Watch your favorite teams enjoy the daily food and drink specials. Final score, second to Maria Stevens Point. For a 2-possession lead. Does not go. Rebound tip. Oh, picked up by Logan Baumgartner. Almost gave up that rebound. 3-point deficit. Darius off the Cal screen, top of the circle. Gets down the lane. Short jumper, can't hit it. Well, he got in deep, but then didn't really get a good shot that time. Have to get a stop. Carter Thomas into the front court. Inside 2 minutes to go. We're in overtime. Had a chance to win it at the horn and didn't get it to go. Piter on the left baseline. Knocks Cal to the floor. And a foul on Cal Crone. He knocked Cal to the floor. And now they call the foul on Cal. Piter will go to the line. For Cal, that's his third. Piter will get 2 more. He just made 1 out of 2. Again, this is for a 2-possession lead, and he missed the first. 82-79. Well, if you can get him to miss again, you stay within 1 possession with 1:41 to go. Second one is in and out. No. Crone rebounds. Darius Bolden to bring it up. Who is going to hit a big shot here for Stevens Point? And a timeout's going to be taken by the Pointers with 1:31 remaining. Timeout, Stevens Point. You're down by 3. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball, WPCN. Minute 31 to go. Stevens Point is down by 3. And the Pointers will have an opportunity here. Down by 11 at the break. Came back, got a 6-point lead. La Crosse went on a run. And then it's been a little bit seesawy since then. Point had a chance to hit a game winner at the end of regulation and couldn't get that done. And you end up here and now down by 3. Point will inbound off the right sideline. You've got Crone, Butler, Baumgartner, Abdul Wahid, Bolden on the floor. Myron and Combs have already fouled out. Butler, Bolden. Looking at Cal. Darius fakes it, drives it in, kicks it out. Open Butler, three off the mark. No, Logan High for the rebound. Lost it underneath. And La Crosse comes out of there with it. 82-79, 1:08 to go. Carter Thomas off the right side, poked away by Malik. And out of bounds. Malik holding his right knee. Carter Thomas down on the floor. I don't know if they bumped knees or something. Kind of looks that way. Ball went out of bounds, actually hit the official. They're going to give it back to La Crosse. 1:03 to go, 20 on the shot clock. You're in a tough spot if they get a score here. Inbound, it'll come to Grieger. He's been really tough. He gets down the lane against Darius, and Darius with a foul. And I don't think the Pointers were expecting Grieger to be the guy necessarily, but he's been the one that has killed you all day long. Fourth personal on Darius. Free throw on the way is good. Grieger just having a phenomenal game. And he makes them both. So now you're down by 5 with 58 seconds to go. Obviously not impossible, but going to be tough. Going to have to get a basket. You don't need a 3. Inbound, it'll come to Logan. 84-79. You get another opportunity. Crone, Bolden, working the dribble, gets in deep, goes right hand, scores it. Well, now you're down by 3 again. 44 seconds to go. Thomas crosses the timeline, and La Crosse is going to get a timeout. 37.2 seconds to go. Eagles will get the timeout. Stevens Point has lost to La Crosse 12 straight times. And trying to end that, but it's going to be tough. 37.2 seconds to go. Timeout, La Crosse. Let's take a 30. We'll come right back. Pointers basketball on WPCN.
Attention.
Seven seconds to go in the overtime. Pointers down 3. And La Crosse with the basketball. Grieger has 30. Came in averaging 14.4. He's a 6'4 sophomore, a winger, and we have not defended him well. Got in foul trouble. You've already had Myron and Combs foul out of the ball game. So that hasn't helped you. See if you can get a steal or a miss. You've got 14 seconds between game and shot clock right now. And you're down by 3. So, obviously, things have to roll your way. They'll inbound off the left sideline. DeRosso, the inbounder, and gets it in to Carter Thomas. Thomas, front court. Over it'll go to Grieger. Don't want to foul that guy. Into the left corner it'll go. They're going to play keep away for a while. Furman pinned down, lobs it out to Thomas. Thomas back over on the wing, DeRosso. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas, a deep 3 off the rim, no. Stevens Point with a rebound. Now he needed 3. Into the front court to Butler. Butler gives it off to Darius, runs baseline, and is fouled going in. There's only 9 seconds left, and you're down by 3. I thought Josiah, when he got the ball in the front court, would have a chance to take a couple of dribbles and get off a 3. Elected not to. Now Bolden at the line for 2. Assuming he makes both, you're down 1. You'll have to foul to make it first. 84-82. They'll bring in Hannah, replacing DeRosso for rebounding here. 9 seconds to go. It is good for Darius, and Point will take a timeout. They're going to set something up. Pointers will take their final timeout here. Well, this coming week, the Pointer men will be on the road at River Falls on Wednesday. We'll have that game for you right here on WPCN. The women are at home on Wednesday. They'll try to rebound from their first conference loss. They'll host the Falcons. By the way, the Falcons, a winner over Eau Claire today. Then on Saturday, the men are right back here against the current league-leading Stout Blue Devils. And that's a 5 o'clock game once again. The women will be over in Menominee at 3 in the afternoon. So we'll have both those games for you next week. We're going to be busy this coming week. Monday night, Pacelli boys basketball. Saturday, doubleheader with Spash. Wednesday, the Pointer men. Thursday, Pacelli boys. Friday, Spash boys. And then the Pointer doubleheader coming up on Saturday. 9.1. Lacrosse up 1. We're going to have to foul immediately and then hope they miss at least one. Thomas will be the inbounder. You know, they'll try to get it to Grieger, who has been phenomenal at the line. And they get it, well, they inbound it to him, then back to Thomas. Trapped in the corner, and did you get a turnover? Did you get a turnover? I think you might have. They got a tie-up with 4.3 seconds to go. You're down 1, and the Pointers will get the ball to inbound it. So they let him inbound it to the corner. Carter Thomas got tied up. Who's going to get a shot off? 4.3 seconds, down 1, and a basket would win it here. Can the Pointers do this? They got it tied up in the corner right in front of the Pointer bench. Darius Bolden, the inbounder, throws it into Cal. Cal looking, gets in deep, jumper, in and out, no, kicked up, no. And the Pointers are going to lose by 1. The Pointers will lose by 1. They got a good shot. Cal just could not get it to go. And La Crosse will get out of here with an 84-83 overtime win. Stevens Point falls 84-83 in OT. We'll be back with more here in a couple of minutes. This is UW Stevens Point men's basketball on WPCN.
From small-town businesses to large multi-state operations, Tricor Insurance have industry expertise that can cover all types of businesses.
Having an insurance agency that understands our business is a real benefit. They know our people. It's something Tricor does really well.
Tricor's in-depth knowledge of insurance, regulation, compliance, and safety consulting is here to help your business succeed. Working with leading insurance companies like Auto Owners Insurance. They'll be there when you need them most. Visit TricorInsurance.com to learn more about Tricor Insurance Cycle of Care.
We just love coming to Vista Royale in Bancroft. Kids are having a blast all day, then it's drinks, s'mores, and laughing with friends and family around the campfire all night. Located just south of Stevens Point, right off Highway 39. It's Camp